Un, deux, trois. Blending is about mixing different wines together to create a cuvée. And the most difficult blend or cuvée to create for VEUVE CLIQUOT is the yellow label, because it's a non-vintage, because it has to be consistent every year. And we know that every vintages are different. Some of them will be more mature, some of them will be more fresher, some will be very well balanced. So the recipe of the yellow label, in fact, is different every year. And we have to taste all the wine from the vintage, the wine from our reserve collection, to mix all the wine together, to blend them together, to be able to guarantee the consistency of the yellow label. In front of me, I have maybe about 30 samples, but you have to imagine that with the team, we have to taste about 1,000 samples from the vintage and from the reserve wine. The idea when we taste the wine, so here you have the harvest, 19, and here you have the reserve wine. You see the difference about the color and the clarity of the wine. What is important when we taste the wine is to describe the wine in terms of flavor, in terms of structure. And the only question for us is not, I like or I don't like the wine. The only question we have in mind is how we can use the wine in a blend. What it will bring into the blend. For example, here it's a Chardonnay. So I will describe the Chardonnay. I will take some notes about this wine. This one is a lot about freshness, grapefruit. Very crispy, very fresh. So I will describe every wine. And really the idea then is to think about how I can use all the wine together to recreate every year the yellow label. So how we blend? We never do the blend straight in the winery. We want to be sure that what we have imagined about the blend is exactly what will be delivered by the team in the winery. So first we want to do a try in the lab in a very small volume to be sure that the result is what we are expecting. So what we do, in fact, we are using this lab instruments, and we will add the same percentage of each one we are thinking about into that. Just to be sure that the results will be exactly what we want for us. So we have to be very precise here, because it's a very small volume. So I will do normally the blend with all the wine around me. I will finalize this and taste the final result. This is the final result. But what's important now is, because every wine I've been described very precisely, when I taste the final results, I know if the result is what I'm expecting or not, and if not, what is missing or what is too much. And then I can go straight to the wine. I need to add a little bit more in the blend, or at the opposite, I need to decrease into the blend. It's why also tasting all the base wines separately, one by one, is very important to have this profile of each base wine. Cheers.